Hi, 7th grade. Today we are going to learn about another new character. Her name is Sheila Gamberoni. Sheila Gamberoni. So we will hear about Sheila and what she has to say. Make sure you're still filling out your Steel characterization forms as we go. Those are due on Tuesday before Thanksgiving break. Sheila Gamberoni. Amy Moskowitz looked at me like I had two heads. Why? Just because I wanted to change my name. When Mr. Ward took attendance this morning and got to me, I raised my hand and interrupted. Please don't call me Sheila, I said. I prefer Natalina, my Africana name. Excuse me, said Mr. Ward. I cleared my throat and spoke a little louder. Please call me Natalina from now on. Mr. Ward looked puzzled. I'm sorry, I don't understand. Why would... Never mind. Sheila, just see me after class. I nodded. Deandra Jordan caught my eye and shook her head. Then she turned back to her charcoal portrait and I saw her working on when I got to class. She slipped it into her notebook and shook her head again. I looked away just in time to catch Amy rolling her eyes in my direction too. It was obvious she didn't understand, but since there are only 4 white people in this class, I was hoping for some support, so sue me. Africana name? Please! Ain't nothing African about Natalina, said Judy Ann, the girl behind me. We used to call her Short Skirt. I know one thing, her clothes fit her better than my name fits me. But try telling her that. Why don't you just keep the name your mama gave you, she said. Leave the girl alone, said Portia. If she wants to change her name, I'm sure she has a reason. People always have reasons for what they do, even if we don't know what they are. I know one thing, said Judy Ann. She can call herself whatever she wants, it still ain't gonna make her black. Tanisha shot her a look of disapproval. Judy Ann lowered her eyes. Sorry, she said, but it was too late. I knew someone would misunderstand. I'm proud to be Italian. I love being Italian. Not that anybody can tell I am one. With this blonde hair and pale skin. Everybody else in my family looks typical. Olive complexion, dark eyes, dark hair. Then there's me, sticking out like the proverbial sore thumb. But hey, I might as well. I'm the black sheep anyway. The only girl in the family who wants a career instead of babies. The only cousin who likes to hang out with the blacks and the Latinos. The only one who doesn't think they're all lazy and shiftless. Never mind that they've been discriminated against and shoved to the bottom of the economic rung since they've been here. But try telling that to my father. And don't even mention slavery. He throws his hands up and walks away. So of course he thinks I'm an idiot for wanting to go into social work to help minorities. He might understand better if he knew any. It's been 10 years since Dad took over the neighborhood pizza parlor from Uncle Tony. You would think by now he and Mother would have taken time to get to know most of their customers, not just the white ones. Maybe they're afraid to get too close to someone who might actually hug them. Heaven forbid! It seems the only Gamberoni willing to show affection is me. How weird is that? Some days I wake up wondering if I'm adopted. I try my life on like a dress and it doesn't fit. I know this life is mine because the label has my name on it, but what kind of name is Sheila? It doesn't tell you who I am or where I come from. Sheila could be anybody. That's why I wanted something more Africana. Okay, so maybe Africana isn't the right word, but I definitely want something more ethnic. A name that tells a story, a name with roots. That's what I want people to understand. After English, I met with Mr. Ward and explained all of that, or enough of it to satisfy him anyway. Okay, he said. Then I'll see you tomorrow, Natalina. It was all I could do not to give him a hug. And now we'll hear Natalina Gamberoni's new poem, What's in a Name? When strangers meet, they hurry past hello and seek each other's destination. My name is, and you are. In the spade, we sink into this foreign human soil to see what nuggets we can dig up, what history, what ethnic derivation, what concentration of cultural genes we can use to weigh and measure each other. Some will, no doubt, come up wanting, requiring a change of designation. Hello, my name is Natalina. Will that do? And now we'll hear Tyrone's reply to Natalina or Sheila Gamberoni. That class sounded like a tomb after she read. I'm sitting there studying the video camera, and I'm wondering what Sheila would think if she could hear herself on that tape, if she could watch those words coming out of her own mouth. Judy Ann's right. There's something wrong with that girl. Hey, lots of peeps change their name. I ain't got no problem with that. Some have to. The name their folks gave them are such dogs. But that girl sounds like she wants to change her race. What's that about? She's feeling guilty because her family's got it good? I don't get it, but I'm going to leave that one alone. Hey, Mr. Ward, I said, what you planning to do with all the videotapes we're making? I'm going to keep them. Maybe show them to my students next year to introduce them to the idea of open mic reading. If that's okay with you. Yeah, that works for me, I said. Just make sure you show 'em mine.